Hello, and welcome to The Other Side of Normal with your host, Leslie Carberry. And today we are going to talk about aging. And I am 56 years old. I'm on the other side of 50, the downside. But 50's nifty. I'm still having a good time. Um, One of the things that I do in life, or one of the things that happens to me in life, is that I tend to attract a lot of young friends. I don't go after it, but it happens. I remember when I was in my 40s, I was hanging out with like a 17-year-old. She just really liked to be around me, and she was a very interesting girl. And now I'm hanging out again with 30-something-year-olds, and I tease that I'm just kind of stealing their youth, and they're stealing my wisdom, I guess. It takes a lot of being aware of yourself and being good with yourself to travel in the company of young people. But the upside of it is that you get to be in the know of the world that just all of a sudden moved so super fast that you don't even know the language of it anymore. I'm watching other YouTube shows and they're using lingo that I have no idea, but I still don't know what cap means. Misleading, capitalizing, I don't know. People just keep throwing it around, and there's so many terms that I just don't know. So having a younger friend who can just kind of whisper in my ear when I need that information is great. And equally, I can tell her things that are old school that she might have missed or don't understand. Because let's be honest, the world has changed so much in the last couple of years that I don't know how people without young friends are doing it. I can imagine that you're just lost. I've used references to my parents who don't have social media, and they don't know what I'm talking about at all. And like I said, I'm not even in the know. One of the other things that keeps me going is just, again, my mother, who is 82 years old and looks amazing. So, and my father too, same age, looks amazing. So, kind of leaning into my great genes on that. And then there's just the self care. Um, I highly believe in good food, good health, exercising, taking care of oneself. I don't think after 40 anything is given to you anymore. You do have to work. Do I go to the gym every day? No, I don't. But do I go enough that I don't fall apart? Yes, I do. When I see myself falling apart, I do what I need to do. I make sure that my food is not food that is bad for me, but I try to make sure it's, even if I don't like it, it's just good food. I make sure that I have natural food that has been around for a long time, and I don't eat processed food. So just trying to keep up on all the things that we need to keep up on to stay good. Because when you're not good, nothing's good. You're not mentally good. You're not physically good. And your quality of life is not what you want it to be. I would rather be old and healthy. You know, you hear these people who say, oh, my father smoked for 97 years. Well, at what quality? Like, could he run if something happens to him? Like, quality. You want to make sure that you can save yourself if something happens, that you can walk a distance, that you can do things. As you will get to know in my other videos, I try to do a really big cycling event every year. And I do it mainly because, and let me tell you something about those cycling events. When all my friends are like, oh, I couldn't do it. The people who are out there on their bikes are over 70. I am a young cyclist in the world of touring cyclists. Like, they're all older people who are doing this. So, and they're doing it because they know they figured out the secret. Now I know the secret, and that is every year I get to push myself massively, and the rewards just last all year long. The tan does not, but the rewards of the cycling do. In so many ways. But that's probably something that I'm going to talk about more in my cycling video. But for now, I'm going to stay on age. But everything plays a part. all the things that are in the other videos play a part in my aging video. And all the things in my other videos all super connect too, because it's life, right? So yes, taking care of yourself, pushing yourself, because life's getting pretty easy. I mean, right now we have AI. We have the ability to not do anything at all. So if we don't push ourselves, who's going to? That's why another reason why I think it's so important to just get out and rough it. And all my friends, oh no, I'm not sleeping in a tent. I'm not sleeping on the ground. I'm not riding my bike all day. I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. What you're doing is you are moving yourself quicker towards death. And I don't mean the death of dying you. I mean the death of you just no longer participating. And then when you don't participate, you won't want to participate. I find that every time I do something, it makes it easier to do the next thing, no matter how big the next thing is, because I've already sort of done a little thing each time that a big adventure is like, yeah, let's do that.
So, Leslie, I have a question for you.
What?
I've seen your pictures, your photo shoots, your videos, and you always look so amazing, so gorgeous. Like, it's amazing.
I thought you were going to say, and then I see you in person.
In person, you're even more beautiful.
You know, I have a theory on that. I was trying to explain that to a friend of mine not long ago. When I've been taking pictures forever, when you take your phone and you hold it up, you're actually using it as a mirror. So you're looking at it and you're looking at all the things that you don't like about yourself. And then your face starts to contort into a worse version of yourself because you weren't happy in the first place. So none of your selfies are going to look good because you're just looking at them with a critical eye, you know?
You're like deception.
Yeah, you're just like,
yeah.
Oh, I look bad. And then you continue to look bad. Whereas what I have found, when you're talking to a friend, they're not seeing that version of you. They're seeing the young, the beautiful. What they're really seeing is how much they like talking to you. Their face is completely relaxed. There's no tension. And they're able to even, like, lines will disappear and their smile will become warmer because they are emanating how much they like you.
Wow, it's so true.
Yeah.
I never saw it that way. And it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Why selfies aren't our friends, because we're not our own friends.
Unfortunately.
One of the things that happens with age is that you are in the middle of a dialogue and a word that got dumped sometime during the evening got deleted from your brain. It's gone. And you're about to approach the time when you're supposed to insert this word, and your brain knows it's not there. So then you become, you start hunting for a synonym, synonym, and you're just like, let one word just step in, just fill in, just apply for the position to make this conversation work before this person looks at me and go, she's lost. There she is again, just lost. So, aging. You can go into it lightly or you can fight it all the way. I would like to fight it. A lot of my friends are talking about the whole going gray and letting it be what it's going to be. I'm going to fight it a little longer. I mean, the one thing about aging is it's going to happen. It's happening to everybody. But if you fight it a little bit and have fun and still find your inner child and do some self-care, I think you'll just enjoy the process more. That's the end of the aging episode. It's June, mid-June. Hi, we're just coming in. So we had a tongue twister we wanted to work out. I said, I wish my young me knew your young you.
Yeah, wish my young me knew your young you.